Mar Vista neighborhood. That violent collision sparked a fire.
Other side of the vehicle. Oh my gosh, he's completely alive. He was trying to get away. He was. I don't know. That was really, really strange.
So Ellen DeGeneres' ex-partner Anne Heche died after being in an accident this past week. But I want you to look at this footage and see if you think it's weird like I do.
Car going into a house taking place there out in Mar Vista. As we can see the helicopter video there of the car in the house, you can see firefighters on the scene there taking that car out from the house. Fox 11 in Los Angeles said the driver went into that house and sparked a fire. Firefighters were on the scene just before 11 a.m. on the West Coast. A car, a Mini Cooper, you can see there, went through the house, causing a massive fire. Within an hour, the firefighters, LAFD, had eventually pulled the car out of your home. You can see it was towed out of the home there. Firefighters still looking in the car to find possible survivors. The driver was rescued, as you'll see in this next little clip we're going to transition to real quick. They were taken to the hospital, as you can see there, in a hurry to get out of that car that crashed into that home. They were worried about the structural damage of that home as it was built in the 1950s, and you could see the house give way a little bit there in the house, so they were concerned about that, and also concerned about the person, the driver, who was identified as Anne Heche. You probably know the name from TV and movies, from 6 Days, 7 Nights, Donnie Brasco, Wag the Dog, Volcano, a bunch of movies. And there is a dramatic moment there just before being put into the ambulance to take to the hospital. That driver was identified as Anne Heche. You can see we slowed it down a little bit for you as firefighters were trying to help this woman get the help that she needed from the hospital as she crashed into this house, and the fire, like you heard just me say a little bit ago, they were trying to put that out. Of course, we are still trying to track down some details on how that happened and why it happened, and an update on Anne Heche as well. But the details right now are that driver, identified by TMZ, is Anne Heche, the actress. It was sparked a fire, and they pulled her out from the vehicle after pulling the car out from the house, and they tried to get her the medical attention she needed as she went to the hospital. You can see again one more time, she is on the gurney there and tries to get up before going in the ambulance, but firefighters get her in the ambulance and take her to a nearby hospital just this afternoon in Mar Vista.
So she was in the car for almost an hour. When she was removed, she seems to be covered in a sheet, like a body bag or something already. That could be totally normal for a burn victim though, but her head seems covered, which will seem even stranger once you see what happens. We see her wake up, and looks like she tries to struggle to free her feet, whilst the fireman shoves her back into the ambulance. Does this seem like someone who is brain dead, or in a coma, or suffering from extreme burns? There are no visible signs of trauma on her body. We also see one fireman at her feet and at the right, and he pushes her arm downwards and looks around quite suspiciously. To me, just being crazy, but I thought I'd just pop in to say hello and flag it with you guys.
Have you spoken to Anne Heche at all since her accident?
If not.
Yeah, it's quite a dangerous accident that happened, wasn't it?
Sure was. I haven't spoken directly because I don't know what to say.
I'm just so sorry that it's come to this. I really don't know what to say other than this has gone on way, 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 way too long. people have gotten away with murder. And that's what's happening. So we've got to see fairness and we've got to see justice for all. Because right now, this is not a fair world. Not at all. I don't know if we'll ever be completely fair, but we have a long way to go to even get close to being fair.
Why do you think she tried to put me in an institution, folks? Hi.
And Ellen's fine. She can sit on her pile of money
I
and
hope
be
you
fine.
like your money, because that's why I broke up with you. Do you like sitting on your piles of cash? Because guess what? It gets you exactly where you are. I asked her to come and meet me for lunch at the Four Seasons, and I was greeted by 5 suits. Ellen was sitting in a chair, and I said, as far as I remember, I didn't invite anybody else to lunch today. And they said, we know that you have you want to take Ellen to the premiere, and we're here to tell you that you will be fired from your $10 million picture deal if you do it. And then Ellen looked at me. I was sitting on the armchair because she lit a Four Seasons chair, and she said, do what they say. You don't know what you're up against. We've only known each other for a couple of days. And I said, I do know what I'm up against.
It's the first time that I have been able to show what I believe happens after you keep secrets and the freedom you feel once you tell them and the transformation that can happen.
A business owner in Venice also telling us the actress visited his store moments before the crash. Richard Glass says Heche was shopping for a wig and acting like, quote, a sweet little girl.
I was just so taken aback, and I was like, what happened? Because she didn't, like I said, she didn't seem impaired to me.
Heche was seen speeding and driving erratically through surface streets. She's believed to have been behind the wheel for at least one hit and run when the actress slammed into a garage. The dangerous ride came to an end when she smashed her car into a home in LA's Mar Vista neighborhood. That violent collision sparked a fire. The LAPD has served a warrant for a blood sample. They suspect she may have been under the influence. A representative for Heche says she remains in a coma.